The M2s though on the MRAPs are pretty nasty because they've got a nest with the ballistic shield on the front for the M2
Mm-hmm.
and the nest overhead, which makes it a pretty hard shot to hit from anywhere other than the front, which usually is pretty hard, especially when the M2's firing at you. So it's just going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, having to shoot it, at like such a type of thing there. Yeah, it is really a big old pain. It feels like that shield is just way too big. It's probably fair hitbox, but like it blocks rounds and it will keep that gunner alive.
Tempted the Naste, in the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity from Sun Tzu. An interesting quote from Maz here: French Bluefall versus Chinese Opfall, which has been a pretty common pick in the past few FNFs. We've seen a lot of the new light mass units being used from the new mod pack. Not to say they're unwelcome, but I think we've seen enough of the French because they unfortunately usually lose, as true to history as it is. It's going to be definitely going to be interesting. Looking at this map, I'm not graced with the audio of TeamSpeak, unfortunately, to hear Maz's brief. But look at this map from Helen Mar Winter. This is going to be an interesting one, with Terminal 1 being on the brink of a town, Terminal 2 being in the middle of a crash site, I believe that was. And looking at Terminal 3, it's going to be at the very far north by the spawn, which seems to be 2 buildings. This is going to definitely be an interesting one.
Yeah, if I were to lay out a plan here, what I might do is, put a decent force to protect Terminal 1 is my first, my personal first plan of what to do. With Terminal 2, you definitely don't want anyone on the site itself, but you could potentially have long range firepower looking down on the site at all times. So if anyone wants to get close enough to it, they're going to also have to go through a lot of pain to get to it. And whoever's left, certainly protecting the last terminal. I'm not sure if this is sequential or not. I hear that from the brief, or if it was.
This is rush, so they have to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you are forced to do that.
Oh yeah. Looking at the gear options, we've got I believe that's the VHS preset with the Chinese snow gear, and we have on the other side the French desert camo and FAMASs, which is a pretty weird mix, but honestly pretty well balanced. Because I'm gonna be honest, both them are dog shit. VHS preset and the FAMAS are pretty garbage. They're not very good. I'm going to be honest. So this is going to be an interesting firefight. In weapons testing, I think we've seen mag dumps from the FAMAS, and it does absolutely nothing.
Oh no!
So this is going to be interesting, especially long range, where everyone's going to be soaking up rounds and nothing's happening to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'd see a lot of wounds, but very little. That's happening.
Yeah, the mass light weapons are pretty much vanilla reskins. So the VHS and the FAMAS are pretty much just 5.56. So I believe the base game ammo is less. Is it 5.53?
No, I thought it was like vanilla armor.
Yeah,
I thought it was
like really
bigger. I thought it was like 6 something.
Is it?
Like 650 or something.
That sounds about right. 6.5, I think it is.
Yeah, I believe 6.5. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely better than the your typical M4, which is only 5.56. But I think his ballistics is a little bit worse on Ace, which is really what matters at the end of the day.
We're continuously that vanilla armor weapons tend to be stronger, better penetration, better just damage in general. Tends to be with Ace damage, especially with how we run. And I think they were quite broken. They're constantly 1 and 2 shotting us. So 5.56 is definitely a lot more reasonable.
Some of the there's a rule in mission making that you cannot pitch vanilla versus RHS, because what you would see is vanilla vehicles versus say RHS. So maybe like one of the like the base game HMG trucks versus a BTR, and the BTR would just get the ever living shit kicked out of it by the HMG, because the vanilla assets are a lot more powerful than anything we have in real life. Considering they're set in 2035, is it? 2025? I think it's something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 2030, 2035, I believe.
Yeah, they're it's a lot more futuristic and everything's got crows or some kind of advanced version, which is not fun for anyone against it.
Not to mention drones. Oh gosh, could you imagine if there was drones? Like those little rover vehicles.
The UGV stompers.
Yeah.
You just go through the woods and then some little little go kart that's a remote 500 meters away just turns up and pumps its shotgun rounds into you. Man, that'd be awful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a thought though. A little the little stompers and then the go karts. Those can be the transportation for the infantry.
Oh man, don't encourage the mission makers.
Maybe for like an April Fool's mission.
Dude, the amount of times we've been close to just saying, you know what, fuck it. What if we just put weasels versus weasels? You know, the little like 2-man, tiny little like go kart sized IFBs.
Oh,
type thing.
oh
They're
yeah.
so cute. It's so hard not to make a mission with them. Yeah. Oh man.
There's a lot of silliness in the vanilla you could do. I'm sure if anyone ever bought to do the contact, the devices where you can like jam radios, that could be really fun and really cool if you could like hack into signals using that.
I think there was a debate made for that in community leaders, but it was decided against because it's just a little bit much with already you can steal the enemy's radio and listen into their frequencies and stuff if you know the channel you're going for. So that's already pretty interesting. So we don't want to spice up too much because there's like levels of gameplay, like the skill ceiling, but you don't want to race to the point of you have to know every mod in the mod pack to be good at FNF type thing.
Oh, definitely. It's more of just a general entertaining like idea rather than necessarily a good idea.
It's a lot of missions. I mean, not to plug myself here, but Camp Regain with I believe TF121 has been invited, which I was posted yesterday with I think it was Advanced Train Simulator, an Ottoman war train, which is the most jankiest thing I've ever made. Definitely not a good idea to invite 80 people to, but it's happening. So we shall see how that goes. Still in the preparation phase. Op4 seems to be having an inspirational speech here on the blue.
Yeah, Anderson seems to be giving everyone their just a riling up speech.
Bit of a hoorah!
Mm-hmm.
Look at them.
Like I almost wish I could listen in and then see what they're saying for a moment.
I believe we can jump into spectator operations room.
No, I don't.
If enabled, they'll drag you into listen, but it's something to be careful of.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to
with
spoil plans. We are looking at how their defense strategy evolve and how that's working for the Op4. It looks like they are currently opting for splitting forces a bit. Over here we can see the machine gunners are setting up all on these houses. Good lines of sight into the forest and all potential avenues of attacks that here. Or still deciding what they want to do. Not much setup to do for them except getting the vehicles that they need to get into and decide where they want to go. Like the vehicles are moving out a little bit, although I believe there's a few more minutes left. You can see all the French as they scramble into getting to their proper vehicles, figuring out where they need to go. All the HMG vehicles being taken out, all those MREPs. Getting into the position where they want to go. But now they line up, it could indicate that they want to perhaps tack on a different flanks. Seem to have lost you, Bassbeard. That's unfortunate. Bassbeard's internet did die earlier today, so it could be dead once again here.
There we go.
Hey, okay, there you are.
So it's not very good down here, so I'm going to be dipping in and out. I think I'm back. Have I missed much?
No, not really. Just talking about the current lineups of both teams. It looks like the French forces are looking like they're all lining up, getting ready to go, all in their vehicles. I think they're, based on the way they're lining up, oh, okay, a couple are breaking off. They might go for 2 different flanks and try and get like a pincer on the first terminal. I imagine that's probably their tactics. Like Op4 isn't going to be paying too much attention to Terminal 2. I frankly don't blame them unless they want to send out like a marksman to delay and harass them. I lose you again, Bassbeard.
I am still here.
Okay.
Just jump back into the game. Just getting a little bit of the land. We've not seen any Arma 3 space projects yet, have we?
Not quite yet, thankfully. Or maybe not thankfully, because it'd be more entertaining.
It's not enough for that one. We've seen in the past as well before vehicles go to space, return back down to the ground in flaming wrecks, and staff try to reimburse them, only for the vehicle to respawn on top of infantry, killing even more. And those have been some interesting rounds, especially afterwards with people complaining, saying, "Hey man, MRAP spawned on top of my head." But it happens. It happens.
Is there a Zeus that can kind of control some of those things? They can like fix things if it's okay. That was really dumb, and you should have gone stuck like that.
The staff have been getting involved in the past by jumping in whoever's admin into Zeus interface and fixing stuff such as crappy spawns or a vehicle blowing up or whatever, like an asset without even being touched. But they've refrained from doing that recently because of the incidents that happen afterwards. So as I said, MRAP spawning on people's heads and vehicles flying into space upon being spawned and killing people.
I don't. I don't think I've ever seen that. I feel like that's unfortunate.
I have a few VODs to send you, then. I have a few VODs to send you.
That's unfortunate.
They're quite the treat to watch. They're quite the treat.
Yeah, we're watching the Chinese forces dig into the first point. Looks like they're just kind of opting to take a few buildings, take a few sight lines where they can. The French forces currently still getting all lined up here. They're just going into 2, potentially 3 different columns here and there. If they're in 3 columns, I can see where they can split up the HMGs, try and just get a big crossfire going on the first town and have the infantry go under that fire.
Op4's curiously spent their 90 reinforcement points. We're seeing on top of Sao by the west of Terminal 3 making a little bunker position on top of the little bit of high ground there next to the terminal with the HESCOs. But Terminal 3, what seemed to be their like main hub of defense, doesn't seem to be very well fortified all in all. Seeing a main road being blocked, which is against the rules there, for I think Skoland who reinforced that. Which is a little bit. It's kind of a hard rule to enforce because sometimes once it's placed and the person can't undo it, whereas a trench can be undug. It's kind of hard to undo a fortify without blowing it up, and even then, it's sometimes not possible.
Are there any rules where like if you block it, but like there's still area to go around it? Is that a potential way to get around it?
It's a massive grey area because it's very subjective. So the rule is no blocking entrances or roads, but like sometimes if you're blocking a tiny bit of like say half the road, it's sometimes okay if it's still passable. But even then, it's still a point of contention of it's technically blocking the road for larger vehicles, even if they're not going to go down that road that round, or they don't do it at all. It's still blocking the road in a way.
Sure, the potential that they could, and all of a sudden can't.
Same with blocking doorways of trenches, and no vehicle ramming are the main rules. After I believe the incident was one guy ran over an entire section with a vehicle, and after that it was just like a no-go, zero tolerance anymore. I've run over 2 people in my time in FNF. Both by accident. Once was in a night up where I didn't even know I ran the guy over until 2 weeks after in a VOD.
Oh.
After finding out I ran him over, like he was in the field crossing, lying down as an M113 driven by me with an injured gunner. Went straight over him, killing him instantly.
Mhm.
And the second time was a poor enemy infantryman who thought he could sneak up on our asset, got ran over
Oh.
as we reversed without knowing he was there.
Mhm.
He was planting demo blocks. Unfortunately, never got to set them off after being turned into a speed bump. But yeah, it happens sometimes. But yeah, there's been a massive crackdown recently in the rules, which is good to see.
Mhm.
Because make sure everyone's staying in line. But I'm sure what happens here either will directly impact the round or not at all. Usually how it goes with blocking roads. Sorry for getting off on a bit of a tangent there.
Oh, that's good stuff to know. Looks like I think a lot of the reinforcement points, looking at the map, there's a small town to the I can't think off the top of my head. I think west of the Terminal 3, where they put a lot of sandbags and bunkers around it. I think that's where a lot of their reinforcements has gone this round. You can kind of like see almost one single person, like every single bunker that they did put down, trenches in between them.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, so there's a big old ring around that.
Gonna screenshot that. I think that's part of the map.
Oh, really?
That's supposed to be there. I've got a huge rock on my screen around Op 4 there. What the hell?
The minor bunkering going on. And I think that's where really most of it's gone. Alright, and I believe that's the timer. The game has started, so we're going to watch as the forces start their charges and what they're going to do and how the map develops here.
I'm gonna share my screen on what the hell? Just what? There's a huge rock that's phasing out of existence as they dig trenches.
You
see that?
Oh yeah, I can see that.
What the hell?
That's humongous.
The different rocks phasing in and out of existence. What the?
I definitely saw something there. I don't think it was that huge. Oh, it's like a trench that's like freaking out for you or something. I don't know.
It's a tiny trench which models getting stretched, I think, across the bunkers. Because only whenever they're digging, some huge.
Oh yeah, it's back. It's back.
What?
It doesn't seem to actually be there.
I think this is the long trench, actually. Yeah, I think this is. Because only like the top half is visible when they dig it. Yeah, I think it is. It is. Oh, voice break there.
Oh, I do that all the time. I just ignore it.
Yeah. My 18 years is not enough.
I got 26 years and it's still not enough. Still break like every other minute. Man,
I was told when I hit 18 I should probably grow a beard, and even with my name being Captain Bassbeard, I still haven't got one yet. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. How are you supposed to live up to your name if you gotta?
No, I thought I'd got grown by now. Well, I've got it as a stubble. Disappointed.
It definitely comes in more as you get older, though. I've noticed that. I had a pretty crappy beard for like high school, college, and definitely gotten better and better.
Yeah, I mean, apparently my family can't grow like connected from the like the sideburns or whatever to the chin completely until we're at least like 30. It's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah,
I was hoping to have a huge Nordic beard by the age of 18, but dreams are made to die. Unfortunately,
I have a friend who's a little bit younger than me, but I swear he looks like he's in his like mid-30s because he's got this humongous beard and like a low deep voice and just looks like I don't know, like a very merry like fat Viking essentially. I'm sure you would like that description. I'm just like, man, you're younger than me and you got these amazing beards going on, but some people have it good.
It's like the Tormund's Bane, I think his name is from Game of Thrones. You know, the huge ginger beard, one of those ones. That's the kind of beard I want to go for. The one that like you can touch with like your hands from your shoulders. The huge ones. Anyway, back to the game before this beard talk. we've got a split push from Blue 4. I believe that's first platoon breaking off from second platoon, breaking off to hit 2 different objectives, I presume, at once, with vehicle support from the south. I'm going to see our first firefight engage here with no air assets this time round. It's going to be completely on the ground. It's going to be quite interesting with both quite blending in with the terrain here, the camera options.
Yeah, Blue 4 just advancing through the woods as one large force. The other force, I assume, what is numerous? They could just be vehicles holding back as to not spoil the surprise with their loud engines. Suddenly spring forward and dump a bunch of infantry wherever they're needed to be, either for reinforcements or hitting the second objective quickly.
One thing to account for also is there's a long walk between the 2 objectives, so I think they might be prepared just to scoop in, because I don't think they're expecting much of a contact here at Terminal 1.
That's true. That could be a way to grab the whole platoon and get them going in a quick go, essentially.
Yeah, there's a rampant problem in FNF where the vehicles are used at the start. The moment they get to the first objective, they're left, and it's just walking from there. The FNF server settings mean your stamina, once drained, takes a long time to regen. Like, you're going to be sat still for at least 10 minutes to get your stamina completely back, and that is a long time.
So the goal then for infantry is to not have it completely be drained, but if it's low, it's all right?
It's usually not too bad. I mean, you're going to be on like 2 bars by the end of the round anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to avoid walking as much as possible, or at least sprinting anyway. Combat pace won't drain your stamina, but yeah, you want to avoid sprinting as much. But you see it a lot. People just running for no reason and then being tired as hell, or trying to go low and walking, as we've seen Cullen do. Oh, he's just jumped out there as I said that. But yeah, it drains stamina once you've lost it. It's pretty much gone for the rest of the round, which really sucks. But something you got to adapt to in FNF.
Yeah, you have a lot of different communities participating in this, and sure, there's just as many stamina systems between all those communities. Well, no stamina might also be a popular option, I bet. I think sure to charge, accidental discharge.
I'm Felix on Op4 here on first terminal. That is a nasty angle. That is such a nasty angle he's got there on that doorway from the warehouse. Oh, first shots are bringing out from a Night Owl and Blue 4's battle line straight into the objective, all focused on Tarnfolk, the one-man bunker position.
The entire platoon is just all firing into this one bunker.
on one man.
Oh my god.
It's got a buddy MMG gunner. We got here G-Legs over here.
That man probably just shot, what, 20 rounds and just got 800 dumped his way. At least.
Did I see go down?
Oh, someone else is firing though.
Felix firing back.
I think he got a lot of return fire and just retreated, and I don't blame him. Oh, he does look like he was actually injured. A few stray bullets might have hit him.
G-Legs poking out, mounting his bipod on the rooftop there, firing pretty accurately back at them, to be honest. I think 4AB just took a few wounds there, yeah. TF-121 returning fire once again.
Alright.
A little bit of back and forth there.
Oh, looks like they're just currently trading back and forth, and I'm not sure Blue 4 realizes how many are actually in this town, so these OPFOR, their main priority here is just to survive and delay. They're doing a good job here. They're also draining a lot of resources in terms of bullets as well.
Oh yeah, Blue 4 now are going to be sprinting across this open field, draining that precious stamina, which I previously mentioned, just to make sure they clear the open field, because they don't know how many people there are. There could be anywhere from a 30 fortified objective to, like 5 guys just making it seem like it's a big fortified position.
Yeah.
So they've got to be as skeptical as they can be. They got to make sure they stay alive to keep their numbers up. And OPFOR seems to be pulling back to their rear line, even pulling out entirely to retreat back to the last terminal.
Yeah, it looks like they're just The people in the front did their job. They really delayed. Did a good job of that. There's a few more. They're just taking nice angles where they can get long sight lines on the op four. Just again, delay, retreat. Keep them from just basically sprinting through and getting to that terminal immediately.
Op4 is being pincered almost by another Blue 4 push, which we saw the other platoon splinter off from to execute. Coming in now from the east onto the west side of the objective. Op4 is going to find themselves quickly circled if they don't do something about it.
Oh, one just got dropped immediately right there.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be trouble. Fisher, Olaf, the whole Foxtrot, tweaking is right now being focused on. Somehow making it out there alive despite the amount of volume coming away. Yeah, I think that's an amazing flank he got going here. They're pincered from two directions. If they run away, they're going to be shot. If they stay there, they're just going to be surrounded and taken out.
Fisher going down now from a round that went straight through the building and one of the little, through the, I think the windows.
Oh, really?
Or the wooden building. Okay, that went straight through the... I think that went through the shed. that went straight through the shed and hit him in the leg. That looks unconscious. That's amazing.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for him. Yeah, it's not very much. I mean, if you look at it, it's just tiny little planks and stuff. You could definitely get a shot through there, but I think going down that way is just so unfortunate. The Olaf is going to help bring him back up.
I think G-Legs is going to be surrounded by Blue 4. There's no way he's getting off that roof now. Night Owl. Climbing up the rooftop behind G-Legs.
Ooh, he doesn't even know about it.
Oh no, he doesn't even know. He can't hear him.
Must be quiet. Oh, and he's healing. He has absolutely no idea. He's looking on a menu.
The animation might actually...
No, look behind!
Check the building!
Oh, they don't know they're there!
Both unaware of each other.
Oh, that's...
No. Jigs going down the ladder, I think.
That's amazing.
Going down the other side. He is.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god!
He did it.
What the hell just happened? I think we're going to see another person up the ladder. Another person's going up the ladder.
Oh my gosh, is Nordy going to find him?
Naughty going up. Watch G-Legs spot him. Oh my god.
All of a sudden, G-Legs is going to be like killing like 10 different people. Nordy's just sitting there though. He's chilling. He's enjoying life.
Night Owl. Night Owl.
You can see in the background though, there's still a lot of damage being done. A lot of numbers going down for the Op4.
G-Legs is now the only protruding member of Op4 sticking out into Blue 4's line. The objective was completely unattended, which is going to be an easy cap for Blue 4 to get that first terminal on the way. 1 minute 30 timer on it. G-Legs is taking grenades. I'm quite surprised because they just saw Night Owl go straight over it. I would have thought they'd seen it clear.
Oh yeah, they're tossing him up there. Are they? Yeah.
They must be aware of him. Nordy's going up now.
Someone saw him from a different angle.
Nordy, you gotta see him.
Nordy.
He's up that ladder. You gotta see him.
Oh, he's going to take down Lake Boy. He took down Lake Boy. Oh, there he goes.
G-Legs doing what Night Owl walked straight past. Oh my god.
Oh, that should not have. And Blue 4 should have had that with the no casualties.
That was so dumb.
That was so.
Did the grenade bounce back down? Looking at Cole unconscious here with Paladin and Daniel doing medical.
Yeah, I imagine.
Everyone's going to right scene, curious as what the fuck just happened to Cole.
Terminal 1 hack starting.
Oh my god.
Oh, a detonation just went off at the building. Looks like Rhino is down and injured.
Dead bombs have been increasingly popular. They're pretty nasty.
Yeah, it looks like 2 other French forces also got caught in the explosion and sent straight to the spectator screen.
Oh, was that Olaf and what would that be? Olaf and God, I can't remember the names.
Olaf was on the Op4.
Was it?
Yeah.
Isn't it Blue 4?
Op4. Because he was the one that was healing, or he got shot through the shed, wasn't he? Was healing the one shot through the shed?
Olaf died on the runaway. Yeah, he got gunned down running away from them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few different casualties. Scrolling through the list.
All forsaken a fair few casualties. They condensed their entire second platoon to Foxtrot 2, it looks like. That's one huge group of, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 16 people. They all just condensed into one group.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It looks like those few French forces were caught in that explosion when they dead the building, but Rhino was able to be revived and taken away. That now up and running.
Are we sure that was French destination rather than an Op 4 trap?
Um, I can't be sure about that, but those are definitely dead French that are by the building when it was unoccupied.
It might have been an Op 4 trap.
Yeah, that's what I believe it was. Other that, or someone
Yeah.
threw a holy hand grenade when they shouldn't have.
I've been there. They're not that great when they bounce back after whatever you threw them at.
You can actually see the mountain out in a shed in the middle of a field. And another fight's breaking out. Looks like Foxtrot retreating, still taking some shots from Blue 4.
We've got a complete 180, 360 defense strike, say, ring around Terminal 3. Pretty interesting from Op 4 there. They've definitely got their netcast though for catching Blue 4 pushing up. They're gonna know where they're coming from, which I believe they already know from the south now, from the level of contact they're engaging. Might give this the small squad from the east, which I believe is X-Ray from Blue 4, a chance.
I think there's a small strike squad with Golf. Golf went over and captured Terminal 2. They probably imagined that it wasn't very well defended, and it's very hard to defend, I suppose. Anyway, they're able to get to it, start the hack, and looks like go down here shortly. Everyone else just has to catch up and start getting the encircling and assault process for the last third terminal here.
I honestly might have disagreed with the not very easily defendable point for the C-130, because you could easily use those 90 points, because it's not on a road, it's not on a doorway. You could have just turned that place into a fortress with the with those 90 points.
Terminal 2?
80 squad. Yeah, just put like an 80 squad in there with like a section and just held that thing down for a while.
I could have agreed with like some sort of hard cover, at least like some sort of small bunker, just to make it so they have to clear you out, and that process will take a few minutes. Yeah. That just bleeds time, and it takes a lot of resources. A lot of bullets.
Inside the C-130 as well, which is pretty nasty because it's enterable. I feel like that may have been a wasted opportunity from Op 4.
At the very least, I would like to see perhaps a marksman or two hiding you by the hay bales or by the sheds or in the woods, somewhere like there, just trying to delay, harass, maybe plank off a few kills or get a few wounded.
Yeah, I don't think there's an Op 4 X-ray unit, to be honest. I'm not seeing one.
Op 4 X-ray? No, I don't see an Op 4.
I don't think there's Op 4 X-ray. They might have condensed into a unit.
Oh man, there's still so much more fighting going on. They are keeping on top of that Foxtrot squadron, continuously harassing them as they try to retreat back to the main defense. We're keeping them on their toes.
I think Jesse has the marksman. Yeah, X-ray has been condensed to Foxtrot 2, currently packing the. I can only assume that is one of the vanilla guns. I think it's got the Telltale ESAT camo. I think that is on it.
Ash over here, finding a really good angle with the autumn rifle and laying it down, suppressing fire.
And it's getting hard to read these names in the snow.
Oh, okay.
Twig has been nothing but on the back foot now for a while.
Mm-hmm. They're getting harried
from that first objective.
Yeah, they're continuously getting harried as they're falling back here. Foxtrot not just having a vehicle or something in order to get all of them in and out of there. He might go down here unless they are now just getting in line of sight of the defense at Terminal 3. Might be able to help them finally get out.
Carnfork, having been shot at by an entire platoon's worth, has finally gone down and unconscious for requiring medical now. I think they might get swamped. Felix and Carnfork, only people remaining.
Yeah, there's only a couple people left, and it's been really good just keep them on their toes, really.
Yeah, and let's get a quick kill head count. Blue Fort has lost, I believe, one. Well, yeah, they've lost one person.
One person.
Only lost one.
That was
Blue Fort has lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. That's a 1 for 6 trade. That's not looking good for Bob 4, especially considering the
attacker man advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the last bit of Op 4, there's a small section of them that managed to sprint across the field, or are currently working on it, but they're finding themselves in the open against some more Blue 4, and they're just taking hits after hits.
We are seeing Op 4's defensive circle now engaging Blue 4 from their various defended bunkers, which is, I must say, looking back, it's a pretty smart choice. They've got nothing but open field to cross. After Blue 4 having left their vehicles behind,
that is true.
Aside from those 3 vehicles, it's now a bit of a problem. Because whilst the M2s can move in and suppress, AT is definitely a threat for them. And they got an open field for infantry to cross.
Back in the back.
It's going to be a choice.
In the background, you can see the Golf vehicles finally coming up, but it's looking like there might be a Dishka shooting at them. No, it's not a Dishka, it's AP. Yeah, but the Golf vehicles are going to start coming up. They're going to provide action, suppression, whatever they need to do as they open up on the defensive lines of Op 4.
Is that Golf 2 spraying wildly into the upper half of the trees, not doing much. Dishka's now returning fire on the Golf units as they drive past. That's some weird Mad Max film as they all drive in formation with the M2s. Look at them go.
Yeah, that vehicle platoon is doing their best over here. They could actually be the ferries over here. They could try and make a few of these runs and try and provide a flank assault.
They've just dropped off
accidental ram. Oh no! Oh, that's an unfortunate way to lose a valuable vehicle.
In the lounge. Yeah, we're seeing a long-range trade, which I believe is over 200, 300 meters at least.
We are seeing that
between two platoons.
We are seeing that flank open up here as well. Op 4 and Blue 4 are fighting each other. Blue 4 is going to have to hold on to their small bit of land that they have. I like the idea. It's a good idea.
I think we just need to sort a space program. One of the MRAPs having collided with the coax armed MRAP, and then just flipping over.
Yeah.
It's smoking now, leaving a nice little battle mark on the field.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's gonna be able to see that smoke and be like, "All right, go to that smoke."
There's definitely someone over there. Let's go say hi, especially with the defenders.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the defenders are responding to this attack on the flank, though. You can see there's only about 5 or so Blue 4 infantry on the ground, but we're seeing, you know, about half a platoon's worth moving over to their position.
Op4 has opened up the southeastern flank, seemingly adapting to the response of the smoke plume and the attack incoming from the west and the assault from the southwest. But they've completely left open an entire angle, which is now being approached by Blue 4. All Blue 4 has to do is acknowledge the hole now in Op4 circle and just abuse it.
Yeah. Okay. You can definitely see that over here. You might be able to hit that and cause some chaos, cause some damage. If only it's a few more than just the 4 that are over there. You can see the French are trying to cross the plains over here, and they're just getting mowed down by crossfire. the defender's able to easily identify them in the middle of the open field and down.
Oh yeah. But all it takes is Blue Fort, who still currently have the numbers advantage, I believe, is to reach those Heskos, and once they get there, it's Hesko's a great cover. They're a great defensive tool for sitting on an NMGing from, but they're also a great cover if you're pushing up, because the moment you're below a Hesko, that defender has to either poke his head up from the highest point of the Hesko, which means it's, you know, easy killing for you, or they tuck their head in and get grenaded, or any kind of, you know, push up on by infantry flanking them. So all Blue 4 has to do is get a foothold in this defensive line Blue 4's made, which they are pretty well doing, as Op 4 is having to be pushed back now as Blue 4 keeps advancing, and it's going to be game over.
It caught me surprised, but the Blue 4 flank that came in from all those HMG vehicles, all those MRAPs, is still alive and causing chaos. They don't look like they're too healthy. A couple of them are healing and they're still taking a lot of fire, but they are causing a lot of manpower to be directed to them.
Oh yeah, they've turned 2 sections away. I think they just picked off Bravo's squad lead from Op 4 there. I just saw a plate just disappear there. As long as their push is making noise, as long as they, you know, I'm here, we're pushing you, Op 4 is going to have to pay attention. They're going to have to respond to it, otherwise they're going to get crept up on. But it's also leaving massive holes in their defensive line, which I think we're going to see massively exploited by the Blue 4 pushing across. It's taking Blue 4. Oh, they're going the wrong way. Question mark? In the south, the Blue 4, they're running to the south, away from the north.
Looks like they are going to vehicles. Maybe they're deciding to mount up, and maybe X-Ray's telling them, hey, there's a potential opening over here. Come on over here. We can do something about it.
I mean, I hope so.
That's what I hope is happening. Otherwise, they just lost a big old supporting base of fire for the troops that are currently now engulfed and stuck in the middle of that field.
Oh yeah, that entire platoon could mount up, drive straight through that gap in Op 4, and just slice them in half, and then that's it, they're done.
Really, like, the entire eastern side of Op 4 has opened up a ton here.
There is a lone Twig King, injured, having healed, just behind the Blue 4 line that is now pushing the north.
There is a lone wolf, Logan, that is currently actually getting very close to the last terminal.
Is he Blue 4?
Yes, Blue 4. He's pushing in, and if he gets to the terminal, he might find Anderson, who's the commander as well.
I mean, we've seen wilder things happen. They're not going to be expecting it. We've seen everything from people plant like the debt charges, put it on 30 seconds, and then arm the terminal. The moment the Op 4 pour in to disarm it, they'll just get popped by the debt charge that they put in there. We've seen some pretty sneaky stuff. And Logan's now inside.
Oh my god, he is inside.
Wait,
did he just kill Anderson?
I don't think...
Who's that dead person in there? I think that's the commander.
Oh my god.
He's hacked it.
Oh my god.
One man. Okay, now everyone outside. Yeah, that's... Okay, no, Anderson isn't down. Anderson's out of there.
Montgomery.
Oh my god, Logan is just running. There's an entire squad right on top of him.
Although, something to remember for Rush is, first of all, let alone has he bought them time, especially that grenade that just went in there. They have to remember that 1 minute, that's permanent. Because whilst they might have stopped the hack, Blue 4, the moment they arm it again, it's going to click back from 1 minute.
It's blue on blue right now. Blue on blue is happening right now. Fun Guy versus Montgomery. Oh, okay, they kind of realized, wait, we're all friendly here.
Yeah, the timer is paused. It's not stopped entirely. So Logan has bought them. I think that was 30 seconds on that arm there. So that is permanent. So all Blue 4 now has to do is get in there for a minute, which is actually looking pretty doable with the MRAPs now pouring in from that platoon. Seeing Op 4's line now condensed to more of like an L shape.
Yeah, yeah. All those people that were retreating, they did in fact get an MREP and start pushing on in. And that one flank that was dropped off earlier, that is still actually causing damage. It's still causing a lot of people to come on over.
Quickie just pushed his vehicle up in the Dishka, just turning his vehicle to ash.
Oh.
Blowing up right outside the Hesco there. That was unfortunate. Sideways and Paladin pushing up with Nuzzy. Crossfiring on that blue full line. Firefighter just taking out Sideways there. Blue for having maintained a foothold in the south here, taking over this little fortified compound, giving them a nice little foothold with a spearhead straight into this objective, as you can see. Now, Upfor's gonna have to condense their front line, or they're gonna have to deal with the consequences of dealing with a full blue 4 push on the objective whilst being elsewhere, and that's gonna be pretty damaging considering the 1 minute timeout Logan just bought them. Because overtime doesn't exist in this unless blue 4 in the area.
Oh my gosh, that MRAP is shooting at Hellas right now.
Oh no.
Sure.
Is that Cole?
I think I've seen quite a few friendly fire incidents. It's very hard when camos look very close in colors.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, now Opfor, they have a very short line of defense now. They've been ground through quite effectively here by blue 4, and it's just a few people left in each direction to defend the objective.
We're seeing what happens in usually every FNF. It always comes down from one fatal mistake is made, people are lost, but then that side somehow managed to bring it back to be 50-50 when it really matters most. Like we saw 6 casualties from Op4 early in the game, but now the numbers are looking surprisingly even. Like it's still anyone's game to win. There's no massive favor in one hand.
Yeah, I think blue 4 just sacrificed quite a few members to get across the field.
Oh yeah, I think they lost a section's worth of infantry overall. And
they did lose a big asset in that MRAP just going down when they accidentally rammed each other.
Yeah, I think they're one HMG or one M2. Oh, never mind. I think they just went down. Yeah, Cole just got AT'd.
Oh no.
There's no M2 MRAPs on the field currently. It's all infantry now. What for having completely leveled the playing field.
Yeah, I can see the other HMG you're talking about. That one's Swiss cheese right now. Yeah, it's number-wise, and about I think equal numbers for each side. So defenders right now with the advantage of having bunkers, having Escos, might be able to hang on, but it's very fragile each direction right now. Misu finding his way into the lines and taking down Green Shade. It's going to go into the bunker as well. Oh, gets taken down.
Misu just got annihilated there.
Ito got him.
Oh man. Happens to the best of us sometimes.
Yeah.
Alpha 1 prodding and poking at this up forward defense, having picked off Montgomery and Nielsen at least. Green Shade's still unconscious, which is 3 down, leaving 4 to defend the main building. Sphere is holding the little the shack next to the main building.
A quick count
with Fungi.
A quick count says that there's 10 Op4 left, and there's just a little bit more, I think, blue 4, I believe, at the moment too. Anderson in a gunfight right now, pulling out his pistol, taking out VTRPM. Commanding officer doing work. You can not only command.
The double tap to make sure they're dead.
But no, actually, blue 4 is just outside the building right now. We're ready to go on in and take breach and clear and start the hack once again. Oh,
Patriot is an absolute lover of CQC from what I can tell. He's pretty goddamn lethal. Having just defeated, I believe that was 40 of 121 last round. Patriot going straight in there, nading Sphere. Getting Sphere knocked unconscious. Patriot now clearing the building.
Oh, Patriot down on the stairs. Fungi.
Oh man, he knocked Sphere unconscious, but Sphere might still get up and poke Collins in the rear. Sphere jumping straight back up again. Still a threat to Collins. Back down again. Grenade. Not his day. It is not his day.
Fun guy from up above, I believe, threw that one and brought him down again.
It's still not that bad of a blue considering. Collins taking rounds in the leg now.
Yeah, pretty
unable to walk.
Pretty understandable, I'd say. It's just chaos in this building. It's impossible to track exactly what's happening.
This building is a mess. It's absolutely a mess.
Can someone...
We've got dead bodies everywhere. Sphere, back up again. Let's hope he can dodge these grenades this time.
Oh, yeah.
Get his squash rack out and smack him back through the door. Oh, man.
Holland's on the other side of the wall, also healing himself right now. Here has a grenade in the room. There's another grenade! Oh, and taken down again.
For the third time. For the third time in 2 minutes, he's unconscious once again in that goddamn corner. He must be punching his keyboard right now. Oh, man.
He's still alive.
How is he still alive? He's literally blood all over his model. He must be so banged up in Ace Medical. Collins and Rhino still sieging this building. Op4 still blissfully unaware. Stuart and I think it's Lolo, linking up now with them. Op4 has been almost completely crushed.
Really down just to a very few people on each side right now, and it really could swing either way. It's just like 5 people versus 5 people right now.
We still do have the 3 blue 4 off to the east doing nothing for some reason. Seem to be hanging back. It's pretty curious. Makejovic and Mackenzie just chilling off in his woods over there.
Alright, so we got 2 blue 4 in the building. Fun guy trying to hold some angles here. Actually, probably having a really good sight line from where he's sitting, like on the top floor, able to look down on the terminal here. He's probably going to find 1 or 2 of these blue 4. They try to get in and start the hack again.
Sphere has finally bled out in that corner.
Aw, unfortunate Sphere.
Probably having a lovely conversation with some people in
Oh, there it
Rhino
is.
Going down. Fun guy claiming his 3rd, I think that is.
Yeah, he has a very good position in that 2nd floor.
That is nice.
Hopefully blue 4 realized, hey, there's somebody in the roof. We got to do something about it.
Collins going in with Wiki. Both very good FNF players. Collins claiming the kill, at least they're claiming the uncon.
Oh, blue on blue happening, blue on blue. Wiki and Collins both fighting each other. Unfortunately, Collins goes down because of it.
Fun guy being in the crossfire of grenades now. There's no more threat, guys. You can arm the terminal. Oh, man. They're both unconscious.
And fighting themselves so much here. It's only blue 4 remaining. I believe Fun Guy was the last. No, there's Bay. He's also bleeding out right now. They're the 2 remaining out 4.
It's just blue 4.
Really funny if all the blue 4 accidentally just killed each other and not 4-1 by having bleeding people.
Oh man. I mean, until they bleed out, technically Op4 is not eliminated.
Yeah, Bay's been down for a while up there. Corner. I don't know if Bay's going to get back up. Fun Guy did take a lot of wounds from that PQP. It's possible. It's the first time going down, but it could go either way.
There are so many bodies in this goddamn building. So many.
Hey, can we get
Just notice that.
Can we get a stat of how many grenades exploded in this area alone?
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's inside the 9 dead bodies inside the building. 11, 12 outside total. There's 12 dead bodies in this area alone. What the hell? 6 grenades went off.
Ricky and Stuart blue on bluing and fighting each other right now. Oh, Fun Guy bled out.
On the terminal.
Arm it. Op4 eliminated. There we go. GG. Blue 4 does take this win here. Pickles leading blue 4 to a victory in Friday Night Fight round 2.
So the unfortunate thing about bleed outs is it doesn't matter how injured you are. it's going to affect how long it's going to take you to bleed out. So even having like a minor cut that you didn't deal with, which is bleeding you out tiny, you know, like trickle by trickle, as long as if it knocks you unconscious, you're staying unconscious until it kills you. Which, you know, anything from a full fragmentation to the chest, arms, and legs could, you know, kill you in a couple of minutes or, you know, 30 seconds. Anything from a minor bruise or wound that's knocked you unconscious could take the entire round to kill you, which we have seen before, where it was everyone waiting on one guy in a UAZ who was hit at the start of the round to bleed out for 40 minutes. As it's some interesting ones.
Sorry, I was eating dinner while you were talking.
What you got there?
I got pizza.
A pizza?
Yeah, pepperoni pizza.
I had noodles for dinner. I feel like I've been cheated.